Hey guys, SmartNinja000 here. Today we're going to be working on the Wizard Pack. Well, really just showing off what I made. Now, if you don't know what the Wizard Pack is, it's a command block mod pack thing. Um, it's a group of functions to add new things like these fancy lava cauldrons. Ooh, leave a like. Now we are currently on the most recent pre-release 9 as the time of this recording. We're 2 days away from 1.13, so it'll probably be days till or 1 day when this actually released. And if everything goes to plan, that means I work way too hard on this. We should have it released then. The release 1.13. If it is, there'll be a download in the description. Unless I forgot to put that, leave a comment if it's not there, and also leave a like while you're scrolling down. So that's the plan. Now what we're gonna do is just show off the cauldrons. That's what I worked on. It's pretty cool. We have the milk cauldrons and the lava cauldrons. They're basically done. There's a few tiny little things to work out. Other thing I have to work on is make ways to get the wands, because currently there is no way to get a wand. It might just be a troll and make it so they only spawn in custom structures, which that'd be funny. Because MBT definitely, we're not getting MBT for custom recipes, which is kind of sad. Also, in case you didn't know, there's this, which is very nice. And then we do have a few things to fix, like the Weeper. I'll probably have to end up remodeling it or something, so it actually looks like it's water. And I have the Fire Reaper to do also. And I think that'll be it for custom mobs. I have the tree mimic too. But that's not important. Let's get into the custom cauldrons. So the way these work is pretty simple. You'll take your cauldron with either milk or lava or milk, and you'll just throw it in. Very nice. You can't do that. That's not good. So we have milk. We have lava. Lava actually does incinerate. It makes the sound, which is nice. And if you go in survival, I was working on this. I forget where I left this at. It's supposed to set you on fire using fire arrows every few. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little while. That's that. Sometimes it will glitch out though. It won't set you on fire, so I might end up changing it, because what's actually happening is there's a cauldron and there's water in it, so you'll notice the water level goes down when you're standing in it. And that gets kind of glitchy, because then it clears your effects, which is why it will always take 3 tries before you actually get on fire. And because of that, I might have to change it to just a wither and some flame particles. I might end up also making it so that way that it just loses its short little bit of water, which means, this is kind of cool, if there's a player, only players will be only players, because that's all the other mobs can have their entity. Oh, I only did that items, didn't I? Alright, well anyways, I'll fix that. That means if there's a player in it, you can actually detect it, because redstone will be given out. I'm not sure what I'll do with that yet. Now this is cool. So there is a redstone output from it, and there's some instances where you can actually detect if an item's thrown in it. This is kind of glitchy. Actually, I'm not sure if that's going to be broken. Yeah, I think all redstone lamps. Oh no, it's just because redstone lamps are bad. Here, if I do this, this should be a better example. Yeah, you can see when you throw an item in, depending on how laggy you are, it can give an output. It's very varying, and there's not much I could do to make it. I do like this. See, that time it didn't. It really depends where you're standing, because it depends on whether it hits the water or not, and because there is water inside this giving out the output. So it's very interesting, the different techniques, and I would love to see some people like mess around with this. And another cool thing is you can actually move them. I spent a little bit too long on making it so you can move them. You can move cauldrons, and that's kind of the big thing about cauldrons because they give off redstone outputs. I want to make these work. Now, it is a little bit glitchy. You can see it for a second that you can see the water because there's one tick, just one tick, and I couldn't find a way to get around this. Where it realigns itself. So, it's not perfect. There's like one tick. One tick. It's very upsetting to me for whatever reason. I just hate it, but it does work really nice. And if you break it, there's also one tick where the effect won't disappear because of the way the cauldrons work with moving it. And dude, it's so annoying. Oh my god. Now, experience cauldrons are a bit different. So what you do is you just fall in the cauldron and it will start filling up with experience. This is the current texture we have for it. It's not the greatest. We'll probably get a revamp, but I don't have time to make it good. A nice texture. This is just temporary. It's just green water. That's it. So until I get the chance, because I'm really just focusing on getting in the rest of the features that I want to be released, we're just going to have to go with this. I think it doesn't look terrible. And the way we'll work is we'll take away your experience and fill up the cauldron. And then once it has 3 levels, you can move it around. And when you jump in it, it's going to just, well, it'll give you all the levels. So it's a great way to store experience. Now, the thing to note about this is actually the way experience works, here if I go into survival, is each level it increases the number of experience orbs you need. So if I do XP add Smart Ninja, if I do 100 points, or let me set my points to 100. So here we are, we're going to do set Smart Ninja. We're going to do 100 points. And that filled about 2.5. Now if I do XP add A, we'll do 14 levels. Now this is very, and if I set myself to 0 points, if I add, what was it, 100 points less. So you can store levels, which of course means you're technically getting a better XP ratio, but of course the hard thing is, well, to have the cauldrons, because I mean, one, it's not the easiest to fill up. Obviously you have to hop in this, move it, so it means moving the piston, or moving the hopper, or the actual cauldron itself, which of course is that really annoying bug, man. Why? Not terrible. So you can move the cauldron, or you can move the actual thing. And of course, remember that cauldrons are kind of expensive. Having like a good 20 of, having 10 of these, that it's 70 iron for 30 levels. That's pretty bad early game. And of course, by late game, you have some crazy mob farm too. I didn't know you could use both mushrooms. That's cool. So, just in case anyone's curious, here's what we're going to have. If you try and take a bucket or a potion of lava, it is going to, it's just going to destroy your water bottle. You lost it. It was burned, guys. XP is pretty basic. It turns into an XP bottle. And now here's the interesting thing. It is a lot less because one level. So one level is 7 points. And now if I reset it, that's about... Okay, so apparently it's 1 XP bottle. Anyways, that was a little bit less. So if you get all 3 orbs, it's 1 XP bottle. But remember that deteriorates each time. So really, a bottle of enchanting isn't 1 level. Each one you're using is a lot less. So yeah, and remember, each level fills up a little bit of the cauldron. So you can store 3 levels in 1 cauldron. As for milk, I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. It will probably be some potion that you drink that might give you some weird effect that there's no way to get. Like unluck. Is that a thing? There's a lot of weird potion effects that aren't used. Let's use that. We can just go through it real quick. Nausea. I don't think you can get nausea. You definitely can't get saturation, but I don't want to mess with that. Unlock, that's what it is. So unlock we'd probably give them, and that could just it's potion unlock, but really just if you have the potion effect of unlock, then we clear your effects. Not sure though, it might just be it might not work. It might, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. And that's pretty much it. It's kind of complicated right now. We do have quite a bit more to do. We have to figure out a way to get the wands. I might just might just throw it in a loot table, for one of the structures and make it, oh, that's how you get the wands, because that would be hilarious until we get MBT. And as for the cauldrons are going to be cool. And then of course we have the custom mobs, which are the big thing, which I'm really excited for. I think it's going to be pretty sick. In case anyone's curious, the Fire Reaper, Fire Reaper, or Fire, or yeah, got it, guys. Anyways, he's going to spawn in the Nether, and if you get near it, no little weight, boom, blows up. The Weeper will spawn underwater, and it's going to, not exactly sure, probably just do an underwater explosion. And in case anyone's curious, the Fire Reaper will have it will give off fire when it blows up. It's not just going to be creeper explosion thing. And of course, if you missed the video where we went over the custom mobs made, like the Yeti and Goblin and the Mimic, then you can check that out. It should be on screen right now. Again, click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Really, it's great when I see support for this. As for the textures, tell me what you think in the comments below. Lava is obviously amazing, but you know, and of course, subscribe if you're new. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Oh, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter. Bye, guys.